Willkommen and welcome back to a new lesson of this series. As always, before we start, let's go through the words from our last lesson one more time to make sure the pronunciation and everything else is correct. Starting with Haustier or Haustiere for the plural form. Haustier, Haustiere. Hund, Katze, Welpe, Goldfisch, Hase, Schlange, Papagei, Schildkröte, Leine, Halsband, Käfig, Tierarzt or Tierärztin for the feminine form, Tierarzt or Tierärztin, Spielen, Füttern, Spazieren is the verb and Spazierung is the noun of the verb. Trainieren, verfolgen, and finally bellen. So let's start with our new lesson of today. This lesson and the next couple of lessons are going to be about grammar. Starting with Zukunft or the future. Zukunft means future. And don't worry about it, Zukunft in German is actually pretty easy. You only have to use this verb, werden, which translated to English is the same as will. I will play, I will do, I will go, and so on. The same thing is in German. Werden is the main verb. Werden. And you change, of course, this verb based on the pronoun. For example, for ich, you say ich werde. I will. Du wirst. You will. Sie, es wird. He, she, it will. Wir werden. We will. Ihr werdet. You will in plural. And finally, sie werden. They will. And then you simply add the verb that you want to do in the future. And of course, the second verb is going to be in infinitive. So you only changed the verb werden. Let's see some examples. The first sentence is I will play. Ich werde, and then comes spielen. And be careful because spielen is going to be at the end of the sentence, just like the other verbs and sentences we talked about. Another example, you will drink, du wirst trinken. Du wirst trinken. Something like we will do sport is wir werden Sport machen. Wir werden Sport machen. Some words that tell you that the sentence is going to be in the Zukunft or in the future are, for example, tomorrow, which is, as you probably already know, morgen. Morgen. And the day after tomorrow is übermorgen. Übermorgen. Something like in 2 days, for example, is in 2 Tagen. In 2 Tagen. And don't forget the N at the end of Tagen, even though days or Tag in plural is Tage. In this case, you have to add the N. The reason behind it is going to be discussed in the future. But not for now. The same thing goes with years. In 10 years, in German would be in 10 Jahren. In 10 Jahren. Even though the plural form of the word Jahr is, as you already know, Jahre. But in this case, again, you add the N at the end. Next week is nächste Woche. Nächste Woche. And next time is nächstes Mal. Nächstes with an S, Mal. Let's try some sentences. Tomorrow I'll talk to my mother. In German it would be Morgen werde ich mit meiner Mutter sprechen. Morgen werde ich mit meiner Mutter sprechen. So as you can see, sprechen is going to be at the end of the sentence and it's going to be also in infinitive. This is really important. We will read a new book tonight is Wir werden heute Abend ein neues Buch lesen. Wir werden heute Abend ein neues Buch lesen. Again, lesen is going to be at the end of the sentence. You will pay in 3 days. Sie werden in 3 Tagen bezahlen. Sie werden in 3 Tagen bezahlen. So you have the pronoun, the verb, and the word that tells you that the sentence is in the future, which is in 3 Tagen, and the second verb, which is at the end of the sentence. We will learn how to speak German. Wir werden Deutsch sprechen lernen. So, see how many verbs you have in the English sentence. Will, learn, and to speak. So we have 3 verbs. Wir werden, we will, is the first verb. Learn how to speak. In German, it's the opposite. You say sprechen lernen and not lernen sprechen. Because in this case, we will learn. Learn is the main verb. So obviously it's going to be at the end of the sentence. Wir werden Deutsch sprechen lernen. Another way of saying this sentence would be by adding zu. Wir werden Deutsch lernen zu sprechen. But nobody says it like this. This is the correct form. Wir werden Deutsch sprechen, and then the main verb, lernen. Let's see if you've got everything right. Try to translate those verbs and pay attention to the correct pronouns. So let's see the correct answers. We will do. Wir werden machen. They will speak. Sie werden sprechen. I will read. Ich werde lesen. They will jump. Sie werden springen. We will be. Wir werden sein. You will have. Du wirst haben. And finally, she will sleep. Sie wird schlafen. And now let's go through the new words of this lesson. Zukunft, morgen, übermorgen, in Tagen or in Jahren, so you add the number of the days or years. Nächste Woche and nächstes Mal. And gratuliere. That was the end of this lesson. As I said, Zukunft in German is not that complicated. It's really similar to the English form. I hope you've enjoyed this lesson, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!